Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the last but not least thrilling episode of our Out of the Box International's podcast series within the priority theme Economy with Social Mission. Today, we are diving into the world of social entrepreneurship, a topic that is reshaping the way that we think about business, drawing a positive impact on our society in a world that is making some room to our youth to find a niche for work. But don't just take our word for it. We got some insight to share straight from the European Commission's Directorate General for Employment, Social Affairs and Inclusion. You can find all the details about the report in the link at the podcast notes. So, what's the buzz all about? Well, the European Commission report show us that young people are increasingly interested in entrepreneurship training. They are eager to acquire skills that go beyond the conventional education and classroom. Speaking facts, indeed, 32% of them look to formal education, schools and universities for entrepreneurship education. But that's not all. Almost the same amount of them, 27%, are also turning to unconventional and informal sources like online content creators, such as YouTube and Instagram channels, where aspiring entrepreneurs are looking for some guidance. But coming as a surprise, that doesn't stop there. A significant 21% of youngsters are considering entrepreneurship coaches and networks as a sort of knowledge and guidance. These are resources that help them not just to learn about business, but also the values of social entrepreneurship in an informal and non-formal way. So we can see the potential here for civil organizations as well. They are not sticking to the traditional route. On contrary, they are exploring new horizons. If you are curious about where else they are seeking for guidance, it's not just the educational institutions or the virtual world. Some of them are turning to Chamber of Commerce, job centers, institutions, business incubators, and even local administrations. Every avenue offers a unique perspective on how to navigate the entrepreneurial landscape. But here is the real kicker. 30% of the respondents said that they don't know where they would get their entrepreneurship training. It's a reminder that there is still some room for exploring, learning, and shaping a future of social entrepreneurship within the civil society. Now, just out of curiosity, let's talk also about demographic differences. Female respondents seems more inclined to seek training at school or university, aka formal education, while male are more drawn to online content creator. Age also plays a role in this journey. Younger respondents are more likely to look to formal education institutions, while those slightly older consider a broader range of options. So it's all about finding the best fit for their social entrepreneurship aspirations. Definitely, there is a place for you in the world of social entrepreneurship. Your journey may take a different route, but the destination is always the same: creating a positive social impact through entrepreneurship. Now, to go deeper in the topic and find new pathways within the civil society to promote informal and non-formal entrepreneurship training for youth, young people, we have a special guest with us here today, Darko Kovačič. For those who don't know him yet, he's the CEO of the youth NGO called Meter, an expert in social entrepreneurship and training. Here today with us to shed some lights on the topic. Welcome, Darko. Thanks for being here today with us. So, Darko, could you please briefly introduce a bit yourself and your organization and tell us which opportunities young people can find in civil society and non-formal education to get some social entrepreneurship training?
Yes, I will. I will be brief in this first couple of sentences about me. So I live in Slovenia. I studied here and also a little bit in Germany. I studied economy, macroeconomy, and also business. I finalized the Master of Science, but that was not it. Then I further studied some different exams. So my first, what should I say? My first topic is that for young people, they should not stop with the formal education. When you have a degree, you cannot stop. Life is like lifelong learning. You have to learn all the time because the knowledge goes so quickly, and you have to learn every day something. So as I said, I made a Master of Science. Then in the meantime, I got my first job. I was working in different banks and financial institutions for almost 20 years. Then I founded the NGO. And now in the last 6 years, I'm implementing international European projects, also in the field of social entrepreneurship. So, and regarding the young entrepreneurs or the people that would like to be young entrepreneurs, I definitely say that formal education is must. This gives you some grounding, some basic knowledge, but then the next steps are also informal educations. So I would say that first you have to ask yourself, what skills do you have, and what skills do you need to get or obtain to open a social company. So and then when you see which skills you're lacking, then probably you should go and find that skills on the market. So you can go to ask some NGO to work for it. You can go to some community projects and get the knowledge there. And there's a lot of options like youth clubs, like mentorship programs, peer-to-peer learning networks. You have also on internet a variety of online courses where you can get additional knowledge. So you just have to be focused, have a goal, and get the knowledge before you open the company, because you have to have the knowledge to lead the company.
Of course.
That would be in short about your question.
Of course, and I think it's really important also to keep a young mind. Know that you are constantly learning, as you said, like lifelong learning. Like it doesn't stop at the age of 25 when you finish your master and you just start working. No, you need to recycle yourself with the years and find new aspirations, find new challenges, and new ways of keeping that curiosity alive. No, I think it's the way of keeping yourself young. You're keeping yourself out of the box and keeping yourself competent. And also, if we are talking now in the job market sector. Thank you so much for and really interesting. I think it provides youth further options when they are looking for some expertise in this field. But now the following question goes like, how these young people can find these opportunities? Which doors could they knock on, or which procedure should they follow so they can get their head into this world of social entrepreneurship, or their first steps into this job market?
I will start like this. First, they have to have a goal. What kind of social entrepreneurship they would like to go in, which direction, and then they have to search the people who have the knowledge. So they go to work for an NGO that works in this direction. They go to work for a social entrepreneurship that works in this field. They go and check on internet the knowledge that already exists. They can go to YouTube channels and find some tutorials on this field. they can ask some friends maybe that they have the knowledge and they talk with them about this topic. So the most important is that they obtain this knowledge or skills that they are lacking. And there are a lot of options here for them. So the information exists already. They just have to take the time and learn. That is my advice for them.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think these insights and expertise will be really important to keep in mind for our audience, and that people can acquire it and really look for it in the closer future. So this question has been really interesting. Because of time, we don't have that much opportunities to continue enrolling a further conversation. But just as we are wrapping up the conversation, Darko, if some of our audience would be considering starting social entrepreneurship, which would be your advice to them?
It's like this, that some of the older entrepreneurs say that first 1-2 companies you open and they will probably fail, and you learn with the failures, So the skills are very important, because the entrepreneurship and the whole economic environment is so competitive, and it's going competitive every year, even more. So if you lack one of the skills, if I say you need 10 skills to lead a social entrepreneurship company, and if you lack one, the company will fail. So it's the best for young future entrepreneurs to open a company and then to learn on the failures, but they not need to invest a lot of money, just to open such a company that it's more on the knowledge based, and they learn with the failures. They try to get the skills and grow with the company. That's maybe my advice for them.
And this is really important that you mention it, because nowadays I have the feeling that people are really scared to fail, right? They don't realize that it is the part of the process that in which you earn the most knowledge from it, no? But I think we have grown always trying to be successful, and we so far we could manage to pass all our subjects, to finish our degrees, But yeah, I really believe that the way of learning is also by learning from our mistakes. And it's really important, as you say, that maybe they don't start really big, because maybe the failure as well will be really big. So
definitely they have to limit, they have to limit the amount of money they will invest into it. So if the company is a failure, they still can survive, that they don't have the burden for the next 10 years. That's a problem then. Yeah,
of course. Well, then thanks a lot, Darko. Your perspective has added a wide range of options to our discussion on social entrepreneurship and the diverse path that young minds can take to make a positive impact in our societies. Also, knowing that they should limit the risk in order that they can also learn a lot from the mistake, but not really creating a burden for the following 10 years, as you said. So all of that is a demonstration to the evolving nature of entrepreneurship and how young minds are embracing the innovative approaches to learn and grow out of the box. Social entrepreneurship isn't confined just to one path, as we could see. It's a landscape filled with opportunities, and it's now more accessible than ever before. So that's all for today, dear listeners. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Out of the Box International Podcast Series. We've explored the exciting world of social entrepreneurship, hand in hand with our dear Darko, and also how young minds are forging the new paths to make a positive impact. Don't forget to check out the full report of the European Commission in the link provided. And remember, social entrepreneurship is about shaping a better future. And the journey starts with curiosity, courage, and willingness to do something different. We'll be back, as Terminator said, with more inspiring content, stories, and innovative ideas. So stay curious, keep thinking out of the box, and of course, subscribe, engage, and be part of the change. Until next time, this is your host, Enrique Martos, signing off from Out of the Box International Podcast Series. Thank you so much.